Guys, thanks for tuning into our channel. Today we're going to be talking about a palate expander, what it's for, and how it's going to be turned when you do have to turn it. So a palate expander is used when you have a very narrow jaw and you have to widen the upper jaw out a bit. If there's any crowding or maybe a crossbite and you need to, just like I said, widen the upper jaw to start the rest of your orthodontic correction.
Right, so just as easy as expanding your bite, which is your upper jaw, to make everything fit better. So there's different designs of expanders out there, so ours are very simple and easy to use. We try to find the best one for each individual. Everybody's different, not one size fits all sometimes.
So when you initially get the expander, you might feel a little different, a little strange. You can't really touch the roof of your mouth anymore with your tongue. When it is in, you might produce a lot of saliva, so it's going to be a little hard to swallow. Definitely recommend giving a little slurp to your saliva. If your gums are sore, anything like that, take something, like rinse with warm saltwater rinses or eat something cold like ice cream, smoothie, drink some ice water. And of course, any soreness that you might have, you might feel it kind of in the cheek area or maybe even like in your nose. Whatever you normally take for a headache, Tylenol, Advil, or Motrin is fine.
So the feeling is almost like a sinus pressure going on. And usually after 2 weeks, you start seeing a space between your front two teeth, and that is positive because we can actually see that your upper jaw is expanding and the appliance is working.
So then also after you get the expander in, that is when you will also begin to turn it. Now you're going to turn it according to your doctor's instructions, of course. So what we do here at our office is that we do recommend that you do turn it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night for the time that we instruct to do it, usually a couple of weeks.
And it seems like it's difficult at first, but it's super easy.
So of course you have the appliance here, and then you also will have a key to turn it. Keys are going to look all different shapes and sizes. Again, this is the one that we have here. So what you would do first is have the person with the expander lay down, maybe sit back on the couch or maybe on a chair. If you do need some extra lighting, maybe have them hold a flashlight or just sit under a really bright light. And what you're going to do is you're going to search for the hole that's in the center of the expander.
So it's a little tiny wheel that rotates as you rotate the key. And once you see the hole, you want to place the key into that hole. Once it's in the hole, basically the motion that you're doing is pushing back towards the throat. And as you're pushing back towards the throat, the wheel is turning and you'll see the next hole coming forward. So you want to make sure you see that next hole completely there before removing the key. And when you are removing the key, what you want to do is basically push it down with your pointer finger towards the tongue so that you don't undo what you just did, kind of thing.
If you pull up on the key, you're just going to bring the hole back to where it was, and there's no turn happening, there's no expansion happening there. And if you don't completely see the next hole, try to make sure that you push all the way down to get that next hole to come forward.
Right, and don't worry, everybody loses the next hole, so don't worry, and we'll find it for you.
Pretty much, if there's any issues or something, call the office and we'll have you come in, re-instruct everything, and make it easier for you. We'll have you try it again, of course, to make sure that you got it 100%. After the turning is complete, whether that is after 2 weeks or however long your doctor does instruct, the expander is going to stay in your mouth for about 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, just to allow the bones to solidify so it doesn't relapse to the way it was. And this stage will be the beginning of a brighter smile.
Thanks for watching.